MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Avalanche and the Thunder. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Antoine Fong, the Taiwan native, gets the starting nod. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt. 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
Stepping in, Charles Davis. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The center fielder, Charles Davis.
First pitch on its way. Grounded back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, Murray Cooper, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Runners off for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second. Well, that stolen base was about as bang-bang as they come, and his show track demonstrates to us right here it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. Davis leads off second with nobody out. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Fong has tossed more than 2,000 major league innings, and through those innings he's been able to collect north of 2,200 strikeouts. That's in the same ballpark as legends like Jim Palmer and Lefty Grove. The 1-2. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Coming to the plate now, Martin McAtee, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
The 2-0.
Hey! 2-0, 1 strike.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Cannon is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Nathan Superbone.
Now at the plate, Nathan Superbone. First opportunity for him here with the leadoff man still standing at second. 2 gone now. Getting a few steps off his second there. Now the pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1. Good cut fastball that time, and he's in control now. 0-2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Johnny Champ, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, when you look up the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher, this is your kind of guy. Career ERA under 3, just knows how to get it done. Controls the running game, limits the amount of damage, and more importantly, he knows how to win, and that's why it's going to be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
So striding in, Brian Cannon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that misses for ball 1. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Davis patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Batting second, the center fielder, Saul Worthing.
Into the box now, Saul Worthing. Pair of hits in 5 trips to the plate in yesterday's game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball that's outside.
1 out, nobody on. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
3-0 to him now. Here's the pitch.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 3-1. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
And that's the beauty of having a guy in the 2-hole like him. He's almost like another leadoff hitter, working a walk with just 1 out. And I think there's a good chance that he's going to be on the move at some point.
So striding forward now, Scott Franchise. He comes into the game with his average right at the 300 mark. So it's been a good start to the season for him. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Runners on first with 1 down. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
Gotta believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another full count pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
In now, Mike Hayes, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 0-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Hayes is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
And another foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Now in the box, Howard Tompkins. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's in there for strike 1. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
That is it. The second baseman, Hiroki Nakamura.
So stepping in, Hiroki Nakamura. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. No score here as we play inning number 2. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Worthing is there, 2 gone.
Batting 7, the third baseman, Denny Ross.
At the plate, Denny Ross, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Worthing will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Now to the plate, Orlando Ayala, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Ayala.
First offering on its way. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes, Cal.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Oh, that's low.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got it. And that's out number 1.
That is good. Not shortstop. Hale.
Digging in now, Hal Hale. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And now a pitch on the way. Hit in the air to center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting 7th, the first baseman, Michael Lopez.
Digging in, Michael Lopez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Lopez, 28 years old, is a second baseman by trade, and he's still on the right side of the infield, but instead he's at first base in this one. That misses. 2-0. Here's the pitch. 3-0 now. Tiny Ryan would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Here it is, the 3-0. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Batting 8th, the third baseman.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Striding in, Tiny Ryan. From the stretch. That's a strike to throw down. And not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard to this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Here's the 0-2.
Nope, that's inside.
This is a huge at-bat right here. He wants to get this guy and have the pitcher lead off next inning without question.
One and 2. Here it is.
Oh, that's out.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the 2nd inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3 and 2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Heading out towards shallow right. Cooper is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Coming to the plate now, Harold Hicks.
For Pluto, the catcher, Harold.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The pitcher, Johnny Champ.
So here now is the pitcher, Johnny Champ. Here comes the first pitch. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Popped up. Ryan has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Charles Davis.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Charles Davis. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. He's right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Antoine Fong.
The pitcher, number 1.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball. Not close. It's 2-0.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting the take sign on right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Is in there for strike 1.
2-1.
The 2-1 home. This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The left fielder, number 22, Brian Cannon.
So digging in now, Brian Cannon. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Another one sent foul. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
At the plate, Saul Worthing, as it's grounded sharply to first. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Set for the start of the 4th, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Murray Cooper.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
The 1-1.
Ball. Count for 2-1. I got 3-1. 3 balls.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Drilled down the line, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Franchise moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Martin McAtee.
Striding into the box, Martin McAtee. First offering on its way.
1-0.
The 1-0 home.
Ball, that's out.
Heading out towards shallow right. Franchise in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
Now batting.
So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. Stepping up now, Nathan Superbone. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone.
Down 0-2. Maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
0-2 count, and the pitch. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. Settling in now, Scott Franchise. He's a dangerous hitter indeed as the reigning batting champion in the National League. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
That's a ball.
Now the 1-0.
No, that's down.
Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Stepping in, Mike Hayes comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Now the 0-2 pitch.
Ball 1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think he can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Orlando Ayala comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. He's running. In there. Now the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Manny. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing I single could be all it takes to push a run across.
The 0-2 delivery. Here's a pop-up now. Ross camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2.
The batter, not shortstop, Hale.
Standing in, Hal Hale. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Looking up is the center fielder. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Fourth home run here in the early going as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
There's still some game left to be played, but that one swing could end up being a deciding factor in this one.
Michael Lopez. As he'll take a look at ball one.
Lopez.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Misses off the plate. The 3-1 pitch. Line to the right side. That gets down, and the inning continues.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. Runner back standing. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. A dive, but he's back. At the plate now, Tiny Ryan, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A runner on first with two away. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on.
Runner!
The 1-1 home. Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. The 1-2 lifted in the air to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But two come across to score in the inning courtesy of this two-run home run. We played four. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Digging in to try it again, Howard Tompkins. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Fouled off.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Here he comes again, 1-2. And the sinking fastball, called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Into the box, Hiroki Nakamura. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 1-0 home.
2-0.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Here's a blooper out toward left center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. Certainly a highlight reel grab that we just witnessed. So here it is again with show track. And the high 90s route efficiency is what stands out. He read it off the bat exceptionally well and closed ground on it just about as well as one could. In now, Denny Ross. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Lays off the slider that time, 2-1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
2-1 pitch is a cut fastball taken for strike 2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Yeah, man, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first. So as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
So now to the plate, Harold Hicks. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Now a move over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Swing and a line drive. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. Get up there, big fella, and take away a hit at third. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Stepping into the box, Antoine Fong. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The pitcher, number 1.
On its way is pitch number 75. In there, and it's 0-1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Hit back up the middle. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Brian Cannon.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Brian Cannon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box now, Saul Worthing, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Windup and the 0-1. Well hit deep down the right field line, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
Hit down the line at first, reined in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Half of the 6th about to get started, and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Johnny Champ. Here comes the first pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Hit hard towards center, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit, so the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge lead.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Charles Davis, a hit in 2 tries so far. Set, here it comes.
Nope, ball 1.
Nobody out, runner on first. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
3-0 pitch.
Hey.
And that misses for ball 4. And it's 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at 1st and 2nd and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
So a big moment here and standing in a Murray Cooper, but a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. First pitch on its way.
This is where, as a hitter, you need to slow your thinking. You know he's trying to get you a double play ball right here. You have to control the strike zone.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. First and 2nd here with nobody out. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Ball 2. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Worthing comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Now batting, Pluto, McAtee.
Ready now, Martin McAtee. Here comes the first pitch.
Left out.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
2-0 now. Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Now batting, left fielder, Nathan Superbone.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nathan Superbone. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home. Got him swinging in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Scott Franchise.
Scott Franchise.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is drilled, but right into the shift. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
The catcher, number 2, Mike Hayes.
Standing in now, Mike Hayes, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Cooper will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, the second baseman, Orlando Ayala.
Ready for another chance. Orlando Ayala will swing it from the left side right here.
It's very difficult being a switch hitter, and very rarely you see the same hitter from both sides of the plate. He's a far superior hitter from the left side as opposed to the right side.
Ross is calling for it. 2 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Hal Hale.
Hal Hale will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he tries to go to a knee to block it, but it's by him down the right field line. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, first baseman, Michael Lopez.
At the plate, Michael Lopez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike. And it's 1-2.
Count is 1-2.
2 down, runners at first and second. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. At the plate, Howard Tompkins. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Ned. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First pitch of the at-bat. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he is into second as he kicks off the 7th with a leadoff double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
At the plate now, Hiroki Nakamura, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. No hits to this point. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. A ball and 2 strikes now.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Weak grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Misses. Ball 2. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gun.
Now batting, third baseman, Denny Ross.
Stepping into the box, Denny Ross. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave him.
0-1 the count. 1 out and a runner on second base. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. From the stretch. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Full count still. The next 3-2. Takes this the other way to right. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Harold Hicks stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Even though he has a shutout going right now, this is a really tight game, and I don't think they're going to think twice about getting him out of there if he starts to lose this command. Let's see if he can start reeling it in a bit again.
Two 2-0, here it is. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Robbie Efting will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. Hit on the ground toward the left. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And they are on the board as the run scores from third to cut the lead to 2-1 now.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent piece of hitting right there. A good changeup down and away gives most batters problems. But trying to think the other way from an offensive standpoint, excellent job.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Clyde Hall will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Corey Esparza is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Corey Esparza.
Into the box, Charles Davis. He swings and grounds it to short. The second for one on the first, and how about that for an entrance? 1 pitch, 2 outs, and the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Thunder on top 2-1. Chandler Bliss gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Now batting, Tiny Ryan. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Tiny Ryan.
First delivery to him on the way. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Here's the 0-2. And he popped him up. In there, a base hit. So that leadoff base hit means considerable speed aboard to start out the inning.
Now back, first baseman, Corey Esparza.
Stepping in now, Corey Esparza. Popped him up. Tompkins moving to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 22, Brian Cannon.
Standing in, Brian Cannon. Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. From the stretch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Here's a look over to first, but the runner's back easily. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. The 1-0. Bliss uses a split finger fastball as one of his weapons of choice in the arsenal. He can really be very deceptive when that pitch is working, and I'd imagine as a hitter it's always in the back of your mind. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitcher's duel, 2-1 our score. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit the other way out toward right field. Cooper is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The center fielder, number 8, Saul Worthing.
Digging in, Saul Worthing, fourth trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch.
2-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
2 out with the man at first. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
And this is why you can't lose focus for a second when you're behind the plate. Any mistake a catcher makes has serious consequences. This is a pass ball, and the runner moves into scoring position.
3-0. Here it is. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 3-1 pitch. Here's a pop-up now, and no one will get this one. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Line to the right side, and that's through into right field for a base hit. He'll come home with it, and he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
So now to the plate, Scott Franchise. Strike one to start the at-bat. A runner on first with 2 away. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
The 1-1. Soft grounder left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 8th inning coming up. Tennessee leads this one 3-1. Into the box, Murray Cooper, and Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First pitch of the at-bat. Paul, 30 years of age. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, it's much easier to lay off the breaking stuff when it's coming in towards you instead of when it breaks away. A good take there.
Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. High in the air into shallow left center. Cannon comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for route number 1.
The batter, number 11.
Two very good pitching performances illustrated there as we give you a look at our starter comparison in this 3-1 contest. Judd gets the call as he'll pitch with one gone in the top of the 8th.
55.
Stepping up to the plate, Martin McAtee. Here comes the first pitch. Hit out towards second. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
To the plate now, Nathan Superburn. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. Runner back safely. Comes set and the 0-1. And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. Grounded back up the middle. There's one. On the first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. J.R. Evans is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. So here's the cleanup hitter, Mike Hayes. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. First offering on its way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Evans, a 27-year-old. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Two and 1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
Payoff pitch one more time. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
At the plate, Orlando Ayala. First pitch on its way. No balls and 1 strike. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Grounded down the third baseline. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. Ready with another 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
The 1-2. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Now batting, shortstop, Hale.
Standing in now, Hale, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-1 is a breaking ball in off the plate.
Well, he's behind in the count now, and he's probably going to have to turn to something hard and straight right here.
Hits are even at 7 apiece. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. The next 3-2. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Andrew Arellano will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. Arellano playing here in his age 31 season. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pinch hit.
And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1. 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
First and second now, 1 man out. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
Plate now, Tiny Ryan. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
2 men are on with 2 men out. to 2-2 now.
2-2.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
Sent on the ground out to second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Guy Eaton comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. Striding in to start the ninth, Howard Tompkins, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
A great job pounding his own strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
The windup and the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one right down Main Street. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
In now, Hiroki Nakamura, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
The third baseman, number 13, Denny.
Now at the plate, Denny Ross. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
From the belt, the pitch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. From the stretch. And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Runners on first with 1 down. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Harold Hicks. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. He was a little angry on that heater.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. He's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Here's the 0-2. Fly ball to straightaway left. Cannon is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the pitcher, John Evans.
DJ Fader will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Fader.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
2 down, runners at first and second. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
He's got it, and he'll take it to the bag for the force, and this one is over.
And with that save, the accolades just keep rolling in for him. That's save number 341 in his big league career, tying him with Hall of Famer Raleigh Fingers on the all-time saves list. Save that baseball for the mantelpiece.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Thunder took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Antoine Fong earns his first win of the season. Johnny Champ pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Guy Eaton records the save, his first of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the visitors, 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 39 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.